If you live with chronic illness, autoimmune fatigue, or perimenopause, you probably plan your days very well. I did that yesterday. I planned everything for a calm, get ready with me Sunday. But even before I started with the makeup, everything started to unravel. And I felt like just kind of scrapping the whole plan. But I ended up learning a little bit about adaptation. So let me tell you what actually happened. Good morning, you. So yesterday I wanted to film like a cozy, or as Danish people would say, hyggelig, get ready with me for people going to quiet gatherings in the morning and share some tips of what I do, practical tips and so on. But like, first of all, I mean, I had planned everything. I had planned what I was going to wear, down to the underwear I was going to wear, makeup, what lipstick. Like I had a plan. Okay. Then the morning happened. My poor cat. She's a 14-year-old cat. And she has like a sensitive stomach. She got sick. And all of a sudden, her I'll avoid being graphic, but let's say whatever she had for breakfast was not longer in her anymore. So, so I had to pause everything, and I had actually done an introduction to for my video, but I had to pause it and clean up, clean up the floor, comfort her, give her a little bit of attention. So then I thought, okay, that happens. I still have time. I can still make it to my appointment. I had an appointment to get my eyeglasses done. So anyway, so then I thought, okay, let me set up the camera. I can do like a little makeup, do something short. And when I was about to do that, I ended up knocking the contents of the shelf where my husband has his perfume. And not only that, of course, it fell on the trash can right beside. so, so now I'm having to fish these things up of the trash can. And like now, I picking up the perfumes out of the trash can, cleaning them. My margin for being calm and elegant as I wanted to be was gone. I was like, now I was in a time crunch, right? So I look at the clock and I realize I have to leave. Like I have to quickly shower and put on my dress and leave. So I find myself leaving the house barefaced. Like I cannot explain how that is. For some people it's their earrings. Like if you leave without earrings, you feel naked, or maybe like if you leave without something. What is it for you? For me, not like going outdoors with no makeup. I mean, I know wear a lot of makeup, I know, but still, like, I feel kind of naked. So I was like hoping nobody. I hope nobody sees me, and of course, like it happens on that day where you're not feeling presentable. The moment I step out of the place we live, I bump into an acquaintance. So I'm like, hi, trying to like wave. So the person, yeah, just kind of wave politely and continue going. I bump into another person, of course, two people. Anyway, I managed to like hurry into the car and drive into my appointment. And at this point, I'm fearing that I'm going to have to circle until I find a parking space. But you would not imagine, I had previously, and that's part of planning, I had planned for my appointment to be at 10 a.m., which was enough for me to have like a quiet morning, but also 10 a.m. It's right about that time a lot of shops are opening, so there's not as much people. And lo and behold, I found a parking spot right at the door of the optician. And when I look at the clock, I realize I'm 11 minutes early and I couldn't believe my eyes. So then I wondered, like, I thought, should I just go in my, like, kind of stressed energy? And I thought, I think I'll just stay in the car. And I actually stayed in the car, had a moment of prayer, read a little bit of my Bible. By some plot twist, I made it on time, find a parking spot beside the door, and even had time to do a little bit Bible reading. And that kind of stabilized me again, and it felt like a little bit calm. And then I went out of the car with about 3 minutes to spare to go into my appointment on time. That felt like a nice, like somehow like a quiet win, that in my chaos or potentially hectic morning with chaos, I ended up like taking a moment to kind of calm down. That felt amazing. So finally I managed to pick my glasses. I'll show you my new glasses when I get them. I came back home and I was thinking, oh, I can finally relax. Then I get a phone call. It was one of my good friends, like that friend that is always there for you, the strong one, the one that helps everybody. And she calls me in pieces. Like, so I chose to use that energy on her. And 1 hour and 5 minutes later, I didn't have energy to film my video. And I realized I had not eaten anything yesterday. So that's one when I thought, okay, let me try again. And I made breakfast for myself. I didn't have the energy to make a big breakfast. So I took a ready-made soup, and I always have chicken breast in the fridge ready almost every. Now I actually ran out of it, but I normally always have chicken breast in the fridge. So I just kind of put it on top of the soup, put it in the microwave, and had a nice, comforting soup. Then I still felt hungry, so I decided to make like kind of French fries. I kind of cut up potatoes, washed them, and then put them on the oven for a little bit. Had them with sugar-free ketchup, and that was like my comfort meal. And then I had like a little fruit, a little brownie, and yeah, my body started to remember that this is safe and I could relax. And then I went to bed, tried to get a nap. I couldn't sleep, but it was nice to like relax. I had like my warm neck pillow that I put in the microwave, and I had my hot water bottle, and it was nice to be able to relax and a little bit like a reset before my husband arrived. So there you go. That's what happened. Yesterday was actually potentially a day that could have maybe made me feel like I was failing at doing something, but in reality, it ended up being a reminder of being flexible and trying to find peace even in stressful situations. I know it's not anything like happened that was wild and dramatic, but all these small things put together, they can be a bit stressful, especially when you don't have that much energy in advance, when you have low spoons like me. But I hope this is like a reminder to take a moment, take a small moment. Maybe it's prayer for you, or maybe it's just silence or looking at birds. Anything to just help your mind to relax, to calm down, and realize that just because things didn't go as planned, it doesn't mean that you need to scrap the whole day. And yeah, after my little nap, my husband got home. We had a quiet afternoon, watched TV, we ate leftovers, and that we relaxed. So I hope this video made you company, made you feel seen, and thank you very much for watching. And YouTube is about to suggest a similar video to this. I hope you enjoy.